Serena is, well, you were talking about Jindal Poly and Polyplex and Uflex, and so all these stocks are moving. So we said, why don't we speak to our management and see if anything has changed to the dynamics. But before we do that, Mr. Aram, would you shed some light on Uflex?
Good morning, Ashu and Ivan. Well, Uflex, it manufactures flexible packaging, supplies to companies such as Ranbaxy, Nestle, Gillette, Procter & Gamble, so basically to your FMCGs as well as your pharma companies. Has a packaging capacity of about 54,000 tons per annum, which it plans to increase to 79,000 tons in the next 2 years. Market cap of about 1,120 crore rupees. Notable expansion plans in the pipeline, Ashu. Plans to raise about 240 to 400 crore rupees via a rights issue, and the proceeds of this would go towards its debt repayment as well as further capital expansion. In fact, it plans to start operations in Egypt by 2011. International operations, in fact, are expected to be a key growth driver for this company. In fact, it expects about 60% of revenues to be generated from international operations by 2013. Not a tremendous amount of brokerage coverage on this company, Ashu, but there's 3 buy calls, 0 hold calls, and no sell calls, with a consensus target of about 195 rupees.
All right, and the stock looking good in trade today as well, Serena. Thanks so much for giving us that update. RK Jain, Group President of Finance at Uflex, is now joining us live from Delhi. Thanks for being with us, Mr. Jain, today on Midcap Mantra with Ashu Dutt. Let's just talk a bit about your fundraising plans. If you could just give us the status about your rights issue and if you've arrived upon the amount as yet.
Thank you. As far as the right issue is concerned, the company has already filed the letter of offer to the SEBI, and we are expected to have the approval by the month end, and thereafter the company will be basically launching the right issue in the market.
Mr. Jain, good morning. First, I just wanted to get to some brass tacks, if I may. What capacity utilization would you be at the moment? And for this particular fiscal, what is your total capacity, and could it be enhanced any further, or is it getting enhanced any further?
Yes, all the capacities are getting enhanced, both for the plastic film business as well as for the packaging business. I have been mentioning in the past that company has been expanding various capacities worldwide, and just for your information, our Egypt plant, which was expected to be commissioned by the August 10, has already started operation, and the results of that will also be reflected in the next quarter. And the capacities are basically expanded all around. The capacity utilization, as far as the utilization of the capacities are concerned, both in India and overseas, they are currently operating at almost 100% level.
Okay. So in terms of your key raw material inputs, what are those? How much, if any, have you seen an increase in prices? Because by and large, if my information is correct, most petrochemical prices have been very stable. And how much have you been able to increase your prices by to your customers? If you could walk us through some percentage calculations.
Yeah, I'll just give you a little background about that to what kind of raw material we use. Basically, we are a most integrated packaging company. So we start with the basic polymers like PTA, MEG, polypropylene, and the polygranules. As far as the prices for PTA, MEG has been concerned, that has been more or less stable. There has not been a major movement in that. And the product which is made out of these are the plastic films such as polyester, BOPP, and polyfilm. I think there has been a certain change over the last many months in the finished goods prices of the polyester film. As far as the BOPP and the polyfilms are concerned, they are still holding at the more or less same level. The polyester film has gone up from the normal level of 105 rupees to currently at 170, 175 rupees without any change in the raw material prices thereof. So obviously it's a good time for most of the polyester film manufacturers, and companies are making a good amount of profit out of that.
Right, Mr. Jain, if you could also give us a sense of how your plants in both Egypt as well as Mexico are functioning as of now. And you said that your revenue growth will come from additional plants. So have there been any additional plants that have been set up?
That's right. I said that the Egypt plant, which was expected to be commissioned by August end, has already commissioned, and the revenue will start flowing in from the current month onwards. That will get reflected in the current year for the remaining period. As far as the Mexico plant is concerned, Mexico was set up last year in July for the first phase, and the revenue are already coming, and they are operating on 100% capacity. And the second phase is expected to be complete by June 11. And I'm sure that the revenue will start growing thereafter, And the second phase for the Egypt also is going to be ready by December 2011.
Right.
And all these expansion when they complete, obviously the revenue will grow. And equally there has been an expansion going on in the domestic market for the packaging product that will also give us additional revenue coming in from the current year onwards.
Right. All right, Mr. Jain, we pretty much as always run out of time. I mean, there's so many questions to talk about, but I have just one last thought for you. As you close this fiscal, based on the assumption that you will continue to be at 100% capacity, what do you see your revenues ending up at? And could that again multiply into double in the next 2 to 3 years? If you can just give us some ballparks, you took total capacity multiplied by assuming the prices remain as where they are right now.
Let me tell you, in fact, currently the silence period is going on. I won't be able to answer some of your questions, like the futuristic information about the revenues, the profits and all that, because since I mentioned that we already filed the letter of offer, and we have been advised not to speak anything about the future, which will create a complication.
I'm with you, Mr. Jain.
You have to bear with us.
Yeah.
Maybe after.
No problem.
Thank you very much,
I take your point. I'll tell you what we'll do.
Yeah, because
how about we chat when this thing is over?
I can't help it, because this is...
I'm with you.
This should be over as soon as the allotment is done.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Mr. Jain, it's a pleasure to speak to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. So we take a break.